Preface. The journey to writing the Nehemiah Strategy began long before the first chapter was drafted. It started in moments of quiet observation, in seasons where I watched individuals, organizations, and communities struggle with the same challenge: how to rebuild what has been broken. I saw people with potential sidelined by discouragement, leaders overwhelmed by responsibility, and vision stalled because the foundations beneath them were never strengthened. In Scripture, the story of Nehemiah has always stood out to me, not only for its spiritual depth, but for its strategic brilliance. Nehemiah was not a prophet, a priest, or a warrior. He was an ordinary man with an extraordinary burden, and his life teaches us that rebuilding is not just an act of strength, but an act of wisdom, clarity, and disciplined thought. His approach to leadership, planning, people management, and problem solving is as relevant today as it was in his time. As I studied his story again, I became convinced that the principles hidden in those chapters were not meant only for ancient Jerusalem. They speak directly to modern challenges: broken systems, unclear vision, disorganized structures, discouraged teams, and leaders trying to navigate pressure without losing focus. Nehemiah shows us that restoration begins in the mind, grows through strategy, and is sustained by discipline and faith. This book was written to make those principles practical for today's reader. My aim is not only to inspire, but to equip. Each chapter is crafted to help you think more clearly, lead more effectively, and build with deeper understanding. Whether you are a leader in ministry, business, education, government, or simply someone standing before a personal rebuilding process, the lessons here will guide you step by step. You will find spiritual truths, practical tools, modern examples, and leadership insights woven throughout the journey. My prayer is that as you read, something awakens within you. The rebuilder, the strategist, the visionary that God has placed inside every person who has ever felt the stirring to rise and repair what has been damaged. The world still needs Nehemiahs. Men and women who can see beyond ruins and believe that something strong and purposeful can stand again. If this book strengthens your hands for the work and sharpens your mind for the journey, then its purpose has been fulfilled.